What is up, you guys? This is Colton from Epics and Impulse. A lot has changed. We're no longer Epics North. We've had a merge with Impulse, so now we're Epics and Impulse. N is for North, the arrow pointing northwards as our symbol. North Strong. Uh, Things are relatively the same though. Just some of the inactive people aren't playing as much. So now we have a good crew of active people. We're 43rd global right now. And yeah, things are going pretty good. There's a lot of news about a possible Sparky buff, according to the dev builds in OJ's video, as well as Molten Nick. A Sparky definitely isn't normally able to get shot by a rocket and survive. So we'll see. We'll see. It's just the dev build, so we don't know for sure if that's going to make it to the real game. I also believe spear goblins in one of the videos it looked like they were receiving 3 shots from an archer instead of 2. So I think maybe a possible spear goblin buff as well. I don't know. We'll see. Time will tell. But I just wanted to hop into a few replays, maybe show you what's going on. I just had a really good match I wanted to share with this guy I'm calling Henry. So we'll just hop in, kind of explain as we go. So I have no idea what he has right off the bat. So I start off with, I believe, just a hog and an ice spirit. And it turned out good because he dropped his bowler in the opposite lane. So now my brain's thinking, what am I going to do to stop that? So I decided to split my goblins in the back. The one on the right should distract the Mega Minion a little bit. And then my knight should help take out the bowler a little bit. I decided there's too much going on over there, so I needed to use my Sparky. Get a good shot off there, but the lumberjack does sneak by, so I have to tornado it. I probably didn't necessarily need that ice spirit, but I wanted to keep my Sparky with as much health as possible. So I sneaked my hog right in front of the Sparky here, and I guess he didn't really have a great defense option here, so he decides to rocket my hog. But now he's completely broke. He can't defend at all, so I get 2 Sparky shots off and I take his tower. So now I'm still just thinking defense. This guy has really high level cards, so I know I have to play it relatively safe. Also, I'm really bad at counting cards, so I didn't know if his rocket was in his hand or if he'd be able to cycle to his rocket fast enough. So I do my knight. As you can tell, the rest of this video, I'm really scared of his rocket pretty much the whole video here, because I know he probably has a max rocket. So when he drops his wizard there, I drop my goblins into behind to help take the wizard out. So I'm able to get another Sparky shot off here, and I think I have a failed tornado, but it's not too bad. Could have been worse. It did end up finishing off the Mega Minion, so it wasn't all bad. Again, I'm scared of that rocket. You definitely need to know the counters in your opponent's deck. So I place my Sparky pretty high here, and he places a Mega Minion. So I tornado away and I put down my archers because he did the wizard in the same place again, and then I was able to put down my knight. So here, I'm in quite a bit of trouble. We both have 4 elixir, but he has a lot of stuff right here on my doorstep. So I ended up tornadoing, putting down archers, and then with both towers, I'm able to do a knight to finish off the lumberjack, as well as an ice spirit behind that big purple guy. And then I'm able to take the tower down, or he's able to take the tower down pretty low, but he's not going to be able to have the damage to finish it off. So I ended up with a win. I believe he is about 58, 5,900 personal best, something like that. So he was a pretty good player. Fortunate to get the win there, especially when he has Rocket. Let's hop into this one. So basically what's happening here is he has mortar cycle. So I do a hog in the opposite lane just to make the mortar target it, and I have zap to finish off the bats there. Mortar cycle is one of my least favorite matchups. It's frustrating to play against, and I'm not honestly the best at playing against it. So every time I get a win against Mortar Cycle, I'm pretty happy. But one of the main differences is this guy had bats. And this again is Aussie CR from Notorious. So I'm able to distract the Mortar with the Ice Spirit there. And I am able to get a couple swings with the Hog. Even though I know the Ice Spirit's going to hit the Goblins, it's still enough of a distraction to slow them down. So I decided to put them there and put my Knight at the back. I'm predicting another mortar right up top, so I do my hog there, and then my archers are able to chip. I decided to do a zap, even though I know it won't finish them off, because I did want to get as many swings as possible. I decided to take it a little bit slow. I am in the lead, so I don't want to outplay myself into a negative situation. Do my archers to take out those. Is the one spot I thought I might be in trouble, but he uses the log not on my goblins, which is a big mistake. So I'm able to finish that off, and I do a pretty bad zap there, but I still am able to get a swing off. I do archers in the center there because I thought the miner was gonna lock onto the tower, or I thought my target would be targeting the miner instead of the bats. But the rest of it's fairly boring, I believe. I think all I do is keep playing cards and keep zapping. I don't have a heavy duty spell, so I pretty much zap cycle this win. Not going to bore you with that. I don't do that very often, but when I know I'm probably not going to get more hog swings, it's probably not worth it. And then maybe I'll just share one more with you. The RG, depending on how they play it, sometimes I like facing RG, sometimes I don't. It works out better when they place RG in the back. It's usually more advantageous for me, but there's a lot of tricks I've learned because RG was definitely a meta for a while, so I decided I learned a lot of how to play against RG. So I think I just do my Knight and maybe an Ice Spirit there. I zap them so the tower will finish it off. Throw a hog in front. Goblins behind. Able to get a shot, but unfortunately it was just on almost got another one there. So even though he was able to get rid of my sorry, brain's not working. Even though he was able to counter my Sparky, my hog was able to get the swings off, and that's what it's all about. It's an interesting tornado, but I guess it worked. Depending on their minor placement, I sometimes do that. Probably could have done a knight, to be honest, instead, but it's okay. So because he placed it right down and my Sparky's easily counterable, I'm able to do knight, tornado, and zap. The tornado and the zap will take out the archers, and the tornado and the knight will slow it down enough so the RG maybe only gets a shot, maybe two off. Because it is a lot harder when the RG is right in your face, which is what it used to be. It used to be a real pain. Decide to add a little bit of pressure here. I do knight, I do tornado, and I do zap to take out the minions and the archers there. So I was able to defend that fairly well. And I probably would have taken out that tower, but I don't think I had time. No. So I think that's it. I'll see if I have any other videos. I haven't played that much ladder, to be honest. And I sucked at that challenge. No, that's pretty much all I got right now. But hope you guys liked my video. I'm only at 45.69 right now, but it is relatively early in the season, which puts me... I'm 54th in Canada, which isn't that great. It could be better, but it's early in the season. No real need to push, but trying to convince everyone in the clan to push so we can hopefully push into the top 30. We were top 18 not too long ago, which I think is crazy, but it was early on, and I don't think everyone in other clans were pushing as hard, so that's how we were able to get up to 18th. But I do believe we have a shot at top 30 global this season if we get everyone on board to push. So if you want to help us out, feel free. Please join Epics and Impulse. Still getting used to that. All right, take care, guys. Hope you guys liked my video. See ya.